Yeah. So we do a nice little ab circuit, and then I stretch them.
Okay.
So it's well rounded. I love to make sure that like I never do the same workout twice myself. I never say, okay, leg day is going to be these same squats, this same that. No, I can't. It doesn't keep me wanting to go. It doesn't keep it fresh, right?
Right.
And 3 years into what I've been doing, I need it fresh. And I know other people like that too. The variety, switching it up. So I don't, like, each of my workouts is, you're never going to do the same one.
Okay.
The same exact one. And that's why I like to keep it like that. So that's the focus. Plus, it's like keeping you on toes. I like that. I like that a lot. That you don't know what to expect coming in through the doors.
You shouldn't. You should know what to expect.
It's boot camp. That's what I tell people. It's boot camp. They're like, it was hard. I know. It's boot camp. And
this is what's going on. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on. Exactly. I'm about to show you in an hour, quickly, what I do in 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? Like, what this is what has to be done. You know what I mean? When you learn to do it on your own, or you get a trainer, then you can take your time, and then you can base your stuff how you want it. But that high intensity is not only going to help you because you're lifting, so you're going to be gaining the muscle, but that high intensity cardio, you're getting that heart rate going, you're sweating, you know what I'm saying, you're getting your body moving, and you're working on balance, you're working on all kinds of different, you know what I mean, aspects.
And see, and that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like you said, your core is more than just the front.
Oh, it's the whole thing.
It's the back, your chest, your obliques.
Yeah.
They just be like, oh no, if I just do normal crunches every day, if I do 500 normal crunches a day, I'll be together.
Yeah.
No, you won't. You'll be all right.
You'll be all right. You know, you taking steps, but like for me, so before I lifted weights, like I was doing a lot of cardio. I also didn't eat a lot of carbohydrates. So I wouldn't be like, oh, I did keto, right? Really super low carb for like a couple of weeks, and I dropped some weight, but it looked like I said earlier, it looked like somebody let the air out of me. Like even my stomach being flat, it still wasn't tight and toned. You know what I mean? Like even now, like I make sure to, basically what I'm trying to say is that if you don't work it in multiple different ways, then you're not going to develop the stomach that you want. Basically, what you might think will get you there is not necessarily the right route, and that's why people need personal trainers. You know what I mean? That's what we do, is we teach you how to get there. Because you, like, a plank is not a muscle developer. It's to test your endurance, your core strength, right? So you shouldn't be doing planks to, like, you can do plank variations, but you can't just do a traditional plank and just expect to be like ripped. It's never gonna happen. You might get a little bit of
again, because a lot of people think doing a plank is going to get them the V cut.
No, I'm sorry, guys. It is not. No, it shows you if you have core strength. So that's the only time I ever do a plank with my clients is during their assessment, because I just want to see how long you can hold it. And then, like, if say when it comes to like being well rounded, so say your back isn't, your abs are good, but your lower back is weak. So when you go to do squats and you can't put weight, you see what I'm saying? Like, you need your back to be strong in order to hold the weight that your legs can bear. So, like, your legs might be able to squat, 350. But if your back can only hold 125,
that's all you get.
That's all you getting. Mm-hmm. So that's another thing. And also for, like, the ladies, if you really think about it, when you tighten your back, you're going to be tightening the front as well, because it's going to be pulling everything together, right? So it's like that development into it, because like, especially we wear bras and all that kind of stuff, like we get rolls in places. I'm serious. Like the love handles, I can't tell you how many women say, I want to lose my love handles. That's core. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's your back. That's, you want to be all the way developed, all the way around. So I definitely suggest, and this is what I do, and I'm definitely trying to you know what I'm saying, ab game up these days. It's been rough. But you got to do a lot of different stuff. Try different stuff. Those ab workouts that you see where people are throwing balls around and lifting it with their feet upside down and stuff, like, no, you might not be able to start off all the gate doing crazy stuff like that. But if you see someone on Instagram or, you know what I'm saying, on the internet, YouTube, whatever, and you're like, oh, that looks really interesting, don't be afraid to go and try something like that. You know what I mean? Like the ab roller, that thing is hard. If you've ever tried it, it's really hard. So you might start off by just like, you know, going into a plank and then coming back up and touching your toes. You know what I'm saying? Start with something that's not gonna, it might not be all the way where you want to be, but try to do something that's gonna get you outside the box. Because then you're gonna have a flat stomach with the abs popping, because that's what everybody needs. And like you said, the obliques, you know what I'm saying? The lower back. Lower backs are sexy. Everybody knows that. I hope everybody knows that. Y'all should know that. When they're developed and they're nice, it makes the booty look better. It makes the abs look better. A nice developed back on a woman or a man is very attractive.
I got some work to do.
Yeah, you got to.
I got some work to do.
I'm just saying. Everybody should know that. Because like we was talking about earlier, you know what I mean? Women are afraid. They're like, I don't work my arms because I don't want to be bulky. I don't want to look like a man, but you're not a man, so you're never going to look like a man. So there's that. So, because there's testosterone, we have hormones, like our bodies are built differently. We're never going, like you can be toned up and not be, you know what I'm saying, over the top. Like I don't have to like work my traps and stuff like hardcore. You know what I mean? I don't have to do those things. Like they're going to be worked out by just me doing certain different exercises, like women, triceps, like the back of the arm.
Yep. That's the
women's, yes.
They hate that.
But they don't think about doing bench press or working the chest for this broad, like armpit area. You feel me? So you might have popping triceps, girl, but you know what I'm saying? But you needed
that
hit a couple
meat still.
The titty meat is, but it's extra titty meat. We don't need that, you know what I'm saying, that can go away. And definitely because like I said, when women bring me, this is what I want to look like, okay, that's good, but I'm gonna have you doing bicep curls, you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to do forward rows. You're gonna have to do things that you're not
comfortable.
Comfortable.
You're comfortable.
Absolutely.
Comfortability.
Yeah.
And that's like
comfort zone.
Your comfort zone is, but you know what? A lot of people. Have you had the client that knows their comfort zone very well and have tried to play you like you're not seeing their comfort zone?
Oh, absolutely. And I feel like with being a trainer and really learning everything that I'm learning and developing my craft has really made me realize like a lot of things about how people are. Okay? So like some people come out the gate super strong, right? Like killing it. Just like amazing. Some people complain their entire workout. So I mean literally, like there's nothing that you could do that they're gonna enjoy. That like that's why they buy it. They have a trainer. Like everybody has a trainer for a different reason. You know what I'm saying? Some people just need a push. Some people really don't know their comfort zone. They don't realize that like that's why you haven't reached that next level, because you haven't gotten out of your same ways. When a girl tells me or a man tells me I only want to do these, or why can't we do that? Well, that just means I'm not going to do those for a while, because that's comfortable. You know what I mean? You'd rather not push the sled. You'd rather do, you know what I'm saying, squats all day. Okay, well, we're going to take a break from squats. We're going to focus on getting you out of that, like pushing yourself, because, I mean, like, I'm a woman at the end of the day. You know what I mean? I think that women are amazing creatures in that we do have emotions and we have ups and downs. It's who we are, you know what I mean? Like, and men should be emotional and all of that emotional kind of consciousness, but there are days where like I've had trainers before that like I would just be having a really rough day and I would go into my workout with already kind of just drained. You know what I mean? And I feel like, yes, you should always go into the gym to let it all out and leave it all on, in the gym, right? On the floor, like kill yourself, all that. Push hard. But then there are days where, like, your trainer should be somebody that, you know what? If I'm having a really rough time with something outside of the gym, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I should be, like, all the time your counselor or anything like that. But you should be able to, like, we should be able to work through that. Like, if I see my client is struggling, I'm going to stop and be like, so are you good? You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, like, are you okay? Because life is hard. Yeah. And in order to break through and to really be successful in the things that we want to do, we have to learn to deal with life. We have to learn to deal with the hard stuff so that we can work harder on the good stuff. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like, life happens. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn to be quick on your feet and be able to adjust and pivot when things come your way that are, like, bad, right? So that's kind of what I like to see is, like, breaking out of those comfort zones, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. Okay. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Because when you learn that, like I said, when I learned, and I always am continually learning this, fear is not a negative, it's a negative thing, but it's not, it so easily can be turned into something positive because fear is irrational most of the time. Like, there's legitimate fears. Oh, I'm afraid of that dog that's about to bite me. You know what I'm saying? I'm afraid that, this, that, and the third. But, like, to really be afraid of something and to question yourself, which is a lot of it too, right? Mm-hmm. Am I good enough for this? Can I do this? Our minds know our habits. So our minds are quick to say, you say you're going to start Monday. You said that 3 Mondays ago. Good luck. Our own brain will trick us to tell us that. It's about learning that, like, no, that's not rational. That's not rational. I might have done this those last three weeks, but this Monday's different. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow is different. You know what I mean? Right now, in this moment, I'm different. So, like, making that decision and really taking that, you know what I'm saying, and running with it, I feel like is like, something that everybody should try to do, is to get out of that comfort zone and stop allowing yourself to keep doing the same things, thinking that something is going to be different, because it's not. It'll stay the same.
You starting that bad stigma. This bad training. What is it, 21 days to start a pattern?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And it takes 90 days to change your lifestyle. Mm-hmm. So 21 days, you can say, I'm going to quit smoking in 21 days, right? You have to not smoke for 21 days. Mm-hmm. But if you stop smoking for 90 days, you are, like, exponentially way more likely to not ever pick up a cigarette again. Yep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I did those 21 days, but can you do 21 days, over and over and over and over and develop those habits? Because one thing that, like, everybody, and I tell my clients and everybody this, you have to, because people ask me, like, where do you start? I don't know what to do. How did you start? And I was like, do something 3 to 4 days a week for 30 minutes. Walk the dog. I don't know. I can't even think. Condition your hair. Do anything. Do something for 30 minutes, 4 days a week that is going to, you have to do it. Do that for a month and then come see me, because then we can work. Because at the end of the day, if you are sitting there like, I don't know why this and I don't know why that, and you're not being honest with yourself about what you're doing,
I can't do nothing with
you. Know how many people ask me about belly fat while they're drinking pop? All the time. I just can't. And then, I get headaches, so I need the caffeine. I'm like, yeah, but do you need all the added sugar? You know what I mean? Because caffeine does help headaches sometimes, mm-hmm. and I understand that argument, but there's green tea, there's, you know what I mean? There's teas, there's coffee, black coffee, there's things that you can, or people will ask me what to eat. That's my favorite. What do I eat? And I'll be like, oh, you need to eat good carbs, healthy, wholesome foods, lean protein, healthy fats are important as well. They're like, they're like, what do you mean, right? So they need examples, which is fine. If you don't know, ask questions. That's always, never a dumb question. But, like, I'll be like sweet potatoes, you know, quinoa. I give them like, you know, asparagus, green vegetables, leafy green. Oh, I don't eat none of that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. You know, or I'm a very picky eater. I feel you. But you gotta find something. You gotta find something that you like. And if you gotta start by adding in the good foods before you start taking stuff out, then do it that way. That's what I did. Because I was still banging, you know what I'm saying, Sunday cones and eating a salad for lunch. Like, I was trying to figure out how I could make these foods taste good enough for me to eat them.
Okay.
And how I can adjust basically my lifestyle. It was hard. It was not easy. Ice cream is a problem for me. Chips and ice cream. I can't stop once I start.
Pringles?
Think it every kind, whatever. Give me some spicy nacho Doritos is where it's at. So yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. But I understand that. So like if you ever see me with chips, I'm fully aware I'm gonna eat the whole bag. You see what I'm saying? It's balanced.
We're gonna go ahead and take those out of her hand.
You ain't, if I've already
try.
If I've decided to have them, it's a wrap. If I've let myself get there to open the bag to put my hand inside of it and eat a chip, it's over with. So you ain't getting nothing out of me.
Nah, dang.
No way. But yeah, like that's all the time. So it's more about being able to accept your responsibilities.
Okay.
Understand yourself, right? Understand what triggers you to go eat those ice creams. What's making you, you know what I'm saying? People be like, oh, I work so much. I work too, but guess what? You ain't never gonna see Monica without her big blue lunchbox. It might not even have a whole meal in there. It might just be snacks and protein cookies and a jar of peanut butter. But it's something that I can go and eat that I know is good for me before I go and reach for something else. Even if I go reach for something else after I've eaten my, you know what I'm saying, my good stuff. But I keep that with me, and I just try to give people like tips and stuff like that, because those little tips and those little changes add up to make a big difference. So like people see 0 to 100. You know what I'm saying? They think that, and I just heard this on a podcast, which I think is really cool. It's like basically that people see $10,000 being closer to 0 than being closer to $1 million. But it's still 10 grand, right? 10 grand is 10 grand.
At the end of the day.
Right. Getting from 0 to 100 is really hard. But the hardest part is actually getting from 0 to 1. Because then it's just rinse, repeat. It's just do it over and over and over and over again. The hard part is making that decision, taking that first step.
Turn that key.
Whatever like I said, the littlest, tiniest things make a huge difference. And that's really, I mean, I'm not anywhere near where I want to be at the end of this game. But where I am, that's how I got here. That's how.
All right, what we going to do? Because we can't give y'all all the tips. We can't give y'all all her secrets.
I'm giving all the juice right now,
can't give y'all everything. Where can they find you at? What's your Instagram, and where do you be? When do you be at the gym? So in case somebody wants to come and see you work out and see if you really doing what you say you're doing.
Okay.
Where do you be at?
So my Instagram is MoFitness01. MoFitness01. So that's Monica for short, you know what I'm saying? But you can always hit me on the DM. Okay, you can hit me on Facebook as well. There's a Mo Fitness page, Monica Jackson Mo Fitness. So I work at Blacksmith Fitness, which is located at 7031 North Michigan. It's like North Michigan and 71st-ish kind of area. So I be in the gym all the time. So if you want to hit me for an assessment, it's $25. It takes me about 45 minutes. We just gonna see where you are, talk about your goals, you know what I'm saying, see how long that you need, you know what I'm saying, see how many times a week you need to come, and then we can really go from there. But I'm in the gym all the time. You can also follow me on Snapchat at LaneyLane77. So yeah, and I put all my workouts up on Snapchat a lot. Just not like all my workouts. You know, I ain't about to give away all the juice, but if you want to see me working out, I'm definitely in the gym all the time.
Well, there y'all have it. She gave y'all not trips. She gave y'all tips, tricks, and even gave y'all a little secret on how to get the key started.
Yeah.
Just turn the key.
Yes.
So if you want
turn
your
the key.
fitness, if you want the body that you want in 2020, now's the time to start.
Yes.
Let's get it going. Put the
Let's
chips
go.
down.
This winter.
You
What's
know,
up?
put the
yeah,
chips
don't pick
down.
them up. That's the key. Don't pick them up. Just
Hey.
leave them where they are.
Y'all heard it. I gotta put my chips down too. But my thing is Oreos.
Oh,
So I gotta put them
man.
down.
Why you even bring them up? You,
I gotta put them down. But yo, this your boy G. We had the lovely Miss Mo Fitness in the building with us. You know, Thrashers behind the scenes like always. And we gonna catch up with y'all next time. It's Couch Talk. Peace.